Group C has ended, and what can I say? It was very interesting, complex, dominant, and surprising. We had two matches. They were Japan versus Chinese Taipei, and then the last match of match day one was India versus Vietnam. Looking into these matches, we knew one was going to be a domination, and the other was a 50-50 shot. So let's get into the matches. First, we had Chinese Taipei facing off against Japan, and in the end, Japan ended up winning 2-0. Looking at, like, when I watched this match, I only watched the first half of it. It was pretty late where I was. But, I mean, Japan just dominated that whole game. Like, I mean, Chinese Taipei had one shot, that was it. But the possession, this was the largest possession deficit that we had at this tournament. It was 89% possession that Japan had, and only 11 that Chinese Taipei had. I mean, that first half, Chinese Taipei were defending with their lives. Their keeper was literally blocking as much as she could, but Japan, like all their players, like they were booting shots. Some hit the post, some just went wide, some were like blocked by the defenders. It was chaos. But it was then in the second half that Momoko Tanakawa ended up getting on the score sheet, and literally, and then later soon we had it. I'm trying to pronounce her name not right. Kiko Saiki. Yeah, yeah. I mean, both were great goals, and I mean, Japan in this match, they deserved this match. By the way, like they played like a team who wants to win this tournament. And I mean, this is why I believe Japan is one of the teams who can definitely win this tournament. Like this game, it showed that they were dominant. They were pushing. Their shots were great. They were just unlucky with them being blocked or hitting the post. But I mean, this Japanese side, like you gotta fear them, obviously. Chinese Taipei did well. They did really well defending, but it's going to be tough getting back into it. The good news is though that they now have Japan out of the schedule, so we'll see how their next game goes. And now for the final match the match day one, we had Vietnam versus India. This one was definitely a 50-50, but it was a game where both teams needed a win on it, honestly. Like, because I mean, like, a draw would be fine, but a win really sets you up perfectly. Vietnam, I mean, they were doing good. They were having shots, and then it crosses. India, they had some chances too, and they were doing pretty good in this game, but it was until Nanit Van Sur scored the first goal. It was such a good goal, and then Vietnam was basically in the lead like that. But in the second half, I believe it was Songram. Yeah, Songram. I'm sorry if I'll put her name up here. I went over this with my head so many times, so I'm sorry. India tied it up at 1-1, and I mean it was a great shot. I mean, keeper, she got it. She got a touch onto it, but it was just not enough to keep it out. And it looked like the match was going to end in a draw, but it wasn't until Nan T. Vanser scored at the 94th minute of stoppage time, and that gave Vietnam the crueling win. India, like, I mean, they did great in this game. They were defending well. Like, I mean, they definitely looked like they were going for the draw, and I mean, the draw would have been great, but unfortunately, Vietnam broke the hearts. But in the end, we had the two wins again. There have been no draws at all. But fun fact for India, they are the only team out of all the teams who have lost, including India, they're the only team to have scored a goal against their opponent. Now, for the standings in Group C, we have Japan in first with 3 points, Vietnam in second with 3 points on goal difference, and India in third with 0 points on goal difference, and then Chinese Taipei with 0 points in fourth place on goal difference. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this match. I mean, Japan, like, I'm definitely seeing them winning if they continue playing like this, but we'll see how it goes. I'll see you all soon, and please leave a like and a comment below, and subscribe to the channel, and I will be back with some more videos coming forward.